Imagine this. Three simple vitamins could mean the difference between dragging yourself through the day or feeling like the energetic, confident man you were decades ago. Sounds like another miracle supplement pitch, right? I get it, but hear me out, because this isn't hype and it isn't guesswork. I'm Dr. Katherine Rocker. For more than 30 years, I've worked with men over 60 who thought fatigue, low drive, and declining performance were just part of getting older. Again and again, I've seen something surprising. Many of those struggles weren't inevitable aging at all. They were the direct result of three very specific vitamin deficiencies. And here's the hopeful part. When we correct those deficiencies, men often notice dramatic changes: more energy, sharper focus, and yes, renewed vitality in areas they thought were gone for good. In this video, I'm going to show you the three vitamins every man over 60 should know about, why deficiencies are so common, and exactly how to fix them. By the end, you'll have a practical plan to start changing how you feel, starting this week. By the time a man reaches his 60s, his body has already carried him through 6 decades of work, stress, and life's battles. And that long journey shows up in ways most men mistake for just aging. Testosterone, for example, naturally drops about 30 to 40% from where it was in your 30s. That decline alone can drain your energy, dampen your mood, and weaken your confidence. But that's not the whole picture. Your digestive system isn't as efficient as it used to be, so you don't absorb nutrients from food the way you once did. Your circulation slows, and the typical modern diet, heavy on processed foods and light on real nutrition, only makes things worse. Here's what frustrates me as a physician. Many doctors shrug and tell men this is simply how aging works. They hand out a prescription or two, and that's the end of the conversation. But in reality, many of these problems come down to missing nutrients, gaps that can be identified and fixed. This is why understanding the role of vitamins is so powerful. Because what feels like an unstoppable slide into decline is often the result of three correctable deficiencies. And the first one we need to talk about is what I call the vitality vitamin. Vitamin D3, the vitality vitamin. Most men think of vitamin D as the bone vitamin, but limiting it to bone strength is like saying a car is only useful for holding groceries. The truth is, vitamin D3 is one of the most powerful drivers of masculine vitality. Study after study shows the connection. Men with healthy vitamin D levels consistently have testosterone levels 25 to 30% higher than men who are deficient. That difference isn't abstract. It's the line between waking up ready for life and dragging yourself through it. There's more. Vitamin D3 plays a direct role in blood flow. In a study of over 3,000 men, those with sufficient vitamin D had significantly better circulation and function in areas of life where circulation matters most. Energy, stamina, intimacy, it all ties back to this vitamin. So why do more than 80% of men over 60 fall short? 3 reasons. As skin ages, it becomes less efficient at converting sunlight into vitamin D. Modern lifestyles keep us indoors more than ever. And if you live north of Atlanta, the winter sun simply isn't strong enough to keep your levels up year-round. Here's the fix. Ask your doctor for a 25-hydroxy vitamin D test. Don't settle for being told your level is normal. Normal just means not deficient. What you want is optimal, somewhere between 40 and 60 nanograms per milliliter. For most men, reaching that range means supplementing with 2,000 to 4,000 international units daily. But here's the key. Vitamin D3 is fat-soluble. If you swallow it on an empty stomach with black coffee, you'll barely absorb it. Take it with a meal that includes healthy fat, eggs, avocado, or even a handful of nuts, and your absorption can double. That's step 1 in restoring vitality. And now let's move to the second vitamin, the one that fuels your energy at the cellular level. Vitamin B12, the energy spark plug. Think of vitamin B12 as the spark plug in your body's engine. Without it, the fuel is there, but nothing ignites. Energy fizzles, clarity dims, and motivation sputters out. Here's the catch. After age 50, your stomach naturally produces less acid. That acid is what unlocks B12 from the proteins in food. So even if you're eating plenty of beef, fish, or eggs, your body might not be able to absorb what's inside. It's like having a locked treasure chest but no key. The signs of B12 deficiency are easy to mistake for just aging, persistent tiredness that sleep never fixes, brain fog that makes you feel dull, mood shifts that chip away at your confidence, and yes, even a quiet decline in desire or performance. One study showed men low in B12 were 3 times more likely to struggle with erectile function. Why? Because B12 doesn't just fuel energy, it protects the nerves and red blood cells that deliver oxygen and blood flow everywhere your body needs it. The fix is straightforward. Men over 60 often do best with 500 to 1,000 micrograms daily, but the form matters. Look for methylcobalamin or adenosylcobalamin. These are active forms your body can use immediately. Skip the cheap cyanocobalamin, which your liver has to convert first. Here's a practical tip. Sublingual B12, the kind that dissolves under your tongue, bypasses your digestive system entirely and goes straight into your bloodstream. That's a game changer if your gut isn't absorbing nutrients well anymore. Correcting B12 deficiency doesn't take long. Many men notice a difference in energy and sharpness within days, not months. And when that spark returns, life starts to feel very different. Now let's turn to the third vitamin, the one that keeps your circulation strong and your body resilient. Vitamin C, the circulation enhancer. Most men think of vitamin C as the cold and flu vitamin. Take it in winter, avoid the sniffles. But the truth is, vitamin C is one of the most underrated keys to a man's vitality, especially after 60. Here's why. Vitamin C is essential for making collagen, the protein that keeps your blood vessels strong and flexible. Without it, your circulation weakens, and blood can't move as efficiently through your body. And circulation isn't just about heart health, it's about muscle strength, brain clarity, and performance where it matters most. But there's something even bigger. Vitamin C fuels the production of nitric oxide. Think of nitric oxide as your body's natural circulation enhancer. It tells your blood vessels to relax and open, allowing oxygen and nutrients to reach every corner of your body. Without enough vitamin C, nitric oxide production falters, and circulation suffers everywhere. In one study, men over 60 who took 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C daily for 8 weeks saw significant improvements not only in intimate function, but also in mood, energy, and physical recovery. That's a powerful trifecta. Vitamin C also helps tame cortisol, your body's stress hormone. High cortisol drains testosterone, steals energy, and keeps your body locked in survival mode. By lowering cortisol, vitamin C quietly supports your hormones and your resilience. Here's the challenge. Your body can't store vitamin C. That means you need a steady supply every single day. Most men over 60 do best with 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams daily, taken in 2 or more smaller doses. Taking it all at once can upset your stomach. Food is your first line of defense. Bell peppers, kiwi, berries, broccoli. But to reach therapeutic levels, supplements help. Look for one that includes bioflavonoids to boost absorption. If your stomach is sensitive, a buffered vitamin C paired with calcium or magnesium is easier to tolerate. When you pair vitamin C with vitamin D3 and B12, something remarkable happens. They don't just add up, they multiply each other's effects. And that synergy is where real transformation begins. You've now seen what each vitamin does on its own. Vitamin D3 boosts testosterone and strengthens circulation. Vitamin B12 sparks energy production and keeps nerves firing. Vitamin C fortifies blood vessels and fuels nitric oxide for healthy blood flow. But here's the secret. These nutrients don't work in isolation. They function like members of a championship team, each with a role, but together they're unstoppable. Think of your body as a performance car. Vitamin D3 is the powerful engine that generates drive. Vitamin B12 is the premium fuel that keeps every cylinder firing cleanly. Vitamin C is the finely tuned exhaust system that keeps everything flowing smoothly. Remove one part, and the whole machine underperforms. Put all three together, and suddenly you're back in the fast lane. This synergy is why men who correct these deficiencies don't just notice one small improvement. They feel the difference across the board: energy, focus, stamina, mood, and yes, their confidence as men. And that's exactly what makes the next step so important: building a practical plan to put this into action in your daily life. Now that you know the what and the why, let's focus on the how. Knowledge only changes your life when you put it into action. Step 1. Get tested. Don't guess. Ask your doctor for a simple blood test: 25 hydroxyvitamin D for your D3 levels and a B12 test. Knowing your actual numbers gives you a starting point. And remember, normal is not the same as optimal. Step 2. Introduce one vitamin at a time. Start with either D3, B12, or C. Give your body a week or two to adjust before adding the next. This way, you'll know what's making the biggest difference for you. Step 3. Make it part of your routine. Vitamins don't work like painkillers. You don't just take them when you feel bad. They build up in your system over time. Anchor them to something you already do daily: your morning coffee, brushing your teeth, or eating breakfast. Step 4. Be patient, but observant. Some improvements, like sharper focus from B12, can appear in just a few days. Others, like better circulation and improved vitality, often take 4 to 6 weeks. The key is consistency. And one important reminder: check with your doctor before starting if you're on medications like blood thinners or have kidney concerns. These vitamins are generally very safe, but more is not always better. Stick with the ranges I outlined earlier. Follow these steps, and you'll give your body exactly what it needs to recharge and rebuild. And that leads us to one final piece: the mindset you need to carry this forward. Let me leave you with this. Taking control of your health after 60 isn't about chasing youth. It's about optimization. It's about giving your body the tools it needs to perform at its best right now. You don't have to accept fatigue, low drive, or fading performance as just the way it is. Those struggles are often the direct result of missing nutrients, simple gaps that can be corrected. Vitamin D3 restores your foundation of testosterone and strength. B12 reignites your energy and sharpness. Vitamin C keeps your circulation strong and your body resilient. Together, they can help you reclaim vitality you thought was lost. So here's my challenge. Don't wait. Take one step today. Schedule that blood test. Pick up the right form of B12. Add a vitamin D3 capsule with your breakfast. Small, consistent actions build momentum, and momentum builds transformation. Remember, you're not too old to feel great. You're not too late to feel strong, energetic, and confident again. The choice is yours, and your body is ready if you give it what it's been missing. If this message resonated with you, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more evidence-based men's health guidance, and share it with a friend who might need the encouragement. I'm Dr. Katherine Rocker. Thank you for watching, and here's to the next chapter of strength, energy, and vitality in your life.